After 10 solid years of being addicted to choking my chick into adult content, I'm finally nearly 2 months sober, y'all. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. You guys want to know how I did it? You guys want to know how I got off of adult content? Yo, actually, first of all, before I talk about how I did it, let me tell you why I was addicted. And I haven't been addicted to anything, I don't think anything else in my life. A serious addiction though, but let me tell you why I classify my corn use, my adult content use, as an addiction. There had been times when I had gone weeks, 2, 3, 4 weeks without using it before. However, all of these times, I always knew that was so stupid. I never want to use that shit. It's not good for me. I shouldn't be using it. It's disgusting. I think that all day, every day. But then, no matter how much I rationally know in my brain, when that feeling comes about and I'm laying in bed and I just maybe I'm scrolling through Twitter or something at the end of the night and I see a nice pair of knockers on my feed and I can't help but click on the feed and just go, oh, what? There's OnlyFans girls and the replies. You guys know where I'm going with this, man. It's just a rabbit hole, and I can never get myself to not click off of those. If I was alone, if it was late at night, if I had nothing going on, I could never get myself to just control my own brain. No matter how much time I spent every single day telling myself logically, that's stupid, like I need to stop watching this stuff, it's not worth it, it's ruining my brain, it's ruining my relationships, it's giving me weak-ass boners, it's terrible. When that feeling came along, I couldn't help myself, I just couldn't. And if there are other addicts out there watching this video, I'm sure you guys know what it's like. It's like 99.9% of the time, you know this is wrong. You know this isn't something you should be doing. But you're so fucked up in the head that when that itch comes along, no matter what you told yourself before, it's like you're a different person. It's seriously like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's like a different person comes out. And when I get in that mindset, you can't, dude, I don't care if you have the most reasonable, most logical person in the entire world standing in front of me. You cannot talk me out of pulling out Blacked, pulling out Brazzers. I'm just kidding. That's not actually the stuff that I watched anyway. Not that it matters. And just getting that baby oil out and just going to town. Y'all know. It was seriously like a different person was living inside of me and would crawl out at those times. And dude, that shit went on for 10 years, man. Maybe from when I first got like a smartphone and I had like unrestricted access to the internet when I was like a senior in high school. And now I'm 29 now. 29. I know I don't look it. No, I look like a spring chicken. What are you guys thinking? 22, 23 maybe? But dude, 10 plus years went by where I did that every single day, man. I remember when I was young, I used to fight it. And I used to feel really, really depressed after I would do it, after I would watch it. And I'd be like, man, what is wrong with me? And then I went through a period for a few years of thinking, this is normal, man. All my friends do it. Like, all my friends do it. Like, this is so normal. Maybe I shouldn't feel bad about doing this. And then for the last 4 years or so, I've known about its effects. I've heard things online. I've been trying to grow as a man and learn more about the world and life and women and sex, etc., etc., etc. And I've been reading the research about why this shit's bad and why I shouldn't partake in it, why I shouldn't consume it. But dude, like I said, when that feeling came up, I couldn't keep myself from going after it. It went so far at times, man. There was a time, dude, you guys remember when OnlyFans first came out? It's embarrassing, I know. It's embarrassing. When OnlyFans first came out, dude, I made an OnlyFans account. Hey, I wasn't posting anything on there, but I like bought a few girls, like OnlyFans. It's so embarrassing. And yeah, thank God I stopped doing that. And then it's gradually gotten less and less over the years as I've found my purpose, as I've been so tired every night that I don't even have time to lay in my bed and look at my phone and scroll Twitter and X and shit like that. I don't even have time for that stuff. I don't have time to be horny these days. It's crazy. The more I have found my actual purpose and the things that I want to do in my life and things to actually chase after, the less time I have to even think about that stuff. Like, I hardly have any time to think about women. Like I said, to scroll like weird sites online and stuff like that. And now, just without even thinking about it, I didn't tell myself 2 months ago when I quit my part-time job. I quit my part-time job here in Japan. I've talked about it many times in many different videos. I quit that and I was like, I'm going to pursue this YouTube stuff. I'm going to pursue my health journey. I'm going to pursue acting, modeling, all this other stuff that I really want to do. I'm going to take school more seriously. And I've been actually so much busier since I quit my part-time job. And not only just busier, but like seriously busy with things that I want to do. And I've been, like, even when I'm not actually doing those things, I'm thinking about those things. Like, I'm in bed, I'm thinking, like, man, what am I going to do tomorrow? Okay, I got to work on this video. I got to plan some stuff for the channel. I want to apply at this modeling gig, or I'm going to apply for this. I'm going to stay on my diet so I can get slimmer, so I can get more acting, more modeling gigs. I don't even have time to think about that shit. And like I said, it's not like I was just telling myself, okay, I'm going to stop watching Korn. It's like, dude, I've just been so busy that I haven't even thought about it. And then a week or two ago, man, it had been over a month probably since I watched, and I noticed maybe like a week or two ago that, dude, I haven't watched adult content in over a month probably. Wow, like this has got to be the longest I've ever gone since like before I even got into it without watching this type of stuff, and wow, it feels pretty good. And then I was watching a video by FitX Fearless. FitX Fearless is a really dope YouTuber. You guys should watch him. He does content about like dating and just being masculine, men's health, stuff like that. And he had this video where he was talking about I think it was like tips to get better, like being more comfortable in social settings and around women. And one of the points he talked about was watching adult content, watching prawn, watching Korn. He's like, if you guys are still watching that stuff, you have no idea what it's doing to your brain. And he talked about this book. He mentioned this book called Your Brain on Korn. Your Brain on Korn. And I was like, dude, as soon as he mentioned that book, and it talks about all the scientific effects, what it does to your brain, dude, it gives you worse erections. You won't be able to get up. Literally rewires your brain to start like wanting to like watch shit and do shit that you never would have wanted to watch and do before. Like weird, freaky shit. It makes people like start thinking they're gay or like wanting to try gay shit just because they're so used to watching all types of crazy shit online. It literally rewires your brain. It's nuts. And so I immediately downloaded that book, listened to it in its entirety, and over the last 2 weeks or something like that. I was listening to it on Audible. And like I had already been off the adult content train. I stopped watching it, but just like hearing the stuff in this book was like, whoa, it's legit changed. Like, and I've had these thoughts too. I've had these thoughts before where I'm like, man, like this type of content isn't even exciting for me anymore. I need to like go to the next crazy thing and then the next crazy thing, and it gets weirder and weirder, and then like after you finish, you're just like, whoa, what the hell is wrong with me? That like I don't even like, that's so disgusting. But I was watching that shit. Ugh, like, what is wrong with me? And it's so true. And at first you think that's just in your head, but then you read a book like this book where it explains what actually in real time is going on in your brain, what's happening to your brain when you watch stuff like this. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's literally a direct result of watching this stuff every day. It's screwed up. And anyways, FitX kind of just went on to say like the way he was describing people that watch Korn and the act of watching Korn, it just made me feel like such a loser because I had spent so much time watching it over the last 10 years. And he was just like, I don't even remember the exact words that he used or even what he said, but I just remember him like talking about people that watch Korn, and he was like, man, like what is wrong with you, man? Like you're just content staring at a screen every day. Like there are real women out there that you can talk to. He's like, and you're watching this gross and nasty stuff. Like, you're watching other dudes' dicks every day and all types of weird, gross stuff online. Like, man, what is wrong with you? And like I said, I don't remember if that's exactly how he said it, but whatever the way that he said it was, I felt so embarrassed when he was saying it. Because right now I'm trying so hard to be the best dude I can be and be the strongest man that I can be. And thinking about how much time and weird shit that I got into and how much of my life that I wasted on that stuff, like, really just makes me so embarrassed to think that I was like that. And now I'm like, ugh, I genuinely, I can't believe that. And like I said, I don't even have time to worry about watching that stuff anymore. Thankfully, I'm so busy. And for me, I mean, it changes for everyone, but for me, the recipe has been just like being busy, finding your passion, finding your purpose, and becoming obsessed with something else where you don't even have time to worry about that stuff. That shit doesn't even cross your mind, dude. I'm not, like I said, I'm not scrolling through Twitter every day. And especially the whole like erectile dysfunction thing, that really hit me because I didn't even realize this. And I remember hearing for years and years and years people saying that if you watch porn a lot, you're going to get erectile dysfunction. If you watch porn a lot, your wiener's going to go soft when you get with a real girl. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I never go out. I never really date girls. Like, that would be 100 times better than actually watching porn. Obviously, having a real person in front of me who's interacting with me, that's 1,000 times better. Yeah, bullshit. There's no way I could possibly get soft at that time. What are you talking about? And then, sure enough, dude, there was a time where I was watching it a lot, like 2 times a day for a while. And then actually I met a girl and we were talking a little bit. And anyways, what happens, we get it on and I couldn't get it up. It was so embarrassing. I couldn't get it up. It was I mean, eventually I took care of business eventually, but it was really a struggle. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? Because I'm here and I'm attracted to this girl. Everything else in my head is working right, but like, it just ain't going. Like, what's going on here? And at that moment, or maybe it was the next day, I remembered hearing people talk about like this erectile dysfunction from corn use. And I was like, I don't know, maybe there is something to that. And then I remember I took like 3 weeks off or something like that from watching it that time. And 100%, let me just say 100%, night and day difference in how I was standing, we'll say. But then I relapsed eventually. And now here I am, dude. Probably a chance that I would eventually end up getting into it again. But yeah, I don't want to speak too much like, okay, I'm perfect and this is behind me and it's a thing of the past, but I haven't had any urges. It's been 2 months or so. I haven't watched that stuff. And dude, I'm getting old, man. Like I said, I'm 29 at this point. Eventually, I'm gonna start looking for a wife soon, dude. And if I'm gonna have a wife, I want to be honest with someone, and I don't want any girl that I'm seriously talking to as my wife to know or to think that I'm watching weird shit like that. And then, dude, can you imagine having kids and then like your kids think you're this superhero and shit, and then you go to bed at night and you or your wife goes to bed at night and then you go hide out in the bathroom and you're watching like X videos? Like, how embarrassing would that be? So like, I'm getting old, dude. I need to start like seriously taking care of business, and it feels good that I haven't partaken in any of that stuff in months now. It may be different for everyone. I'm not a doctor, guys. I would say talk to like a legit doctor, talk to a psychiatrist or something, talk to some type of therapist if you really have a serious issue with this stuff. But for me, what helped me is just finding my purpose and becoming obsessed with my purpose and going after something else. So I hope that helps people. Also, read that book, guys, Your Brain on Porn. Check it out. That will at least take care of the logical side. If you guys don't believe me, if you guys don't believe that watching that stuff rewires your brain and screws you up and gives you ED and like, dude, at the time, like I said, when I had these ED issues, that was years ago, man. I was 25, 26 or something like that. Healthy young man. It's real. You guys need to be careful. Stop watching that stuff, man. That stuff is disgusting. It's legitimately disgusting if you think about it. I'm so glad that now, like, whenever I do think about it, I'm just like, ugh. That is so gross. Why did I ever do that? Yeah, but dude, I was seriously addicted, so I hope everyone can stop watching that stuff and just stop contributing to that stuff in general. It's gross. It's not worth it, man. Like, there's so much more to life, and you will be such a better, stronger person and better with women, etc., if you stop watching that nasty garbage. So, all right, guys, my name is Young James, YUNGJAMEZ. Hanging out here in Japan. This is my life, y'all. If you guys want to send me an email, YUNGJAMEZYT@gmail.com. You guys want to meet up or do a one-on-one talk about how to come to Japan, how to start studying Japanese. You guys want to pick my brain about something, consultation, whatever, hit me up, guys. If you guys want to join the Discord, send $5 to the Ko-fi, which is in the description. Or if you guys just want to donate to Daddy, I'm always accepting. Thanks for talking, guys. Thanks for hanging out and listening to me yap. All right. Peace out. Take care.